at 9 o'clock. We got Andrew Knizner on. What's going on, Kiz?
Hey, good morning, guys. How y'all doing today?
Good morning. Man. Doing good. Love watching you guys playing right now. Are you all packed up for London or what?
Yeah, I'm all packed up. We had this is actually a pretty big trip for us because we had New York, played in D.C., and now we got London. So I definitely stuffed my suitcase full, took a couple extra carry-ons, so I'm ready to go.
When you have laundry, personal laundry, does a team do it for you?
Some guys actually do take it to the stadium, like on the road. But usually I just overpack. I usually don't even wear, a half of what I pack. So I always overpack so I have some, plenty prepared. So I usually
better bring 16 pairs of underwear.
Yeah, lots of underwear.
Yeah, lots of underwear, lots of socks.
How crazy is what Hicks is doing now? To me, that's one of the biggest stories. Now, granted, it's 3 games, 3 straight games. Save. His last save was in 2019. So obviously he's figured it out. 2 things. What are you seeing differently from Hicks now? And also, how insane is it trying to catch that?
Well, I think Hicks, he's kind of had somewhat of a roller coaster season. He's really good for us early, went through a period where he was struggling a little bit with his command, made the adjustments, and now he's absolutely lights out. And he's been throwing really well, for a couple weeks now. So for him to get the opportunity to close out some games and show up and absolutely dominate, that's great for him. Nobody's surprised at all because he's got the perfect mindset to be a closer. He's got probably the best stuff in the big leagues. And now he's got that confidence and he's got that command and he's just attacking hitters. So, everybody's happy for him. The team, obviously it's great for the team because he's shutting it down in the 9th. But as far as catching it, that thing's coming in. You just can't blink.
Kiz, you feel like you guys got your mojo back a little bit? I know obviously winning games helps, but it also seems like when you're kind of watching the reactions in the dugout, everybody's kind of feeling it a little bit these days.
Yeah, we're trying to build that momentum. And, it sounds silly, but sometimes just the energy on the bench and energy in the clubhouse is going to translate to wins on the field and energy on the field. So I think, Waino said it best after the game yesterday. That was his favorite win of the season. We were down early. We could have very easily folded, fallen into the same pattern of getting down early and not being able to come back. But the offense stepped up, came out, really, swung the bat really, really well. Flaherty settled in, got us ate up some innings, and then the bullpen came in and shut it down. So that was definitely a well-played game for us, a really, really good game, and hopefully we can continue that mojo that we had yesterday.
If you want to continue it, and this is sustainable, you got to have good defense. How good has Tommy Edman been in center field? And he hadn't played there but literally a handful of times in center. Did you know that was in him? Did everyone figure, all right, Tommy's going to go out there and be Bader-esque?
Well, nobody's surprised. Tommy Edman is just a straight ball player. The guy, you can put that guy anywhere, and he's gonna find a way to get a job done. And not only just get the job done, excel. He's playing really, really good in center field. We always knew he had the speed to track balls and to run things down. But I asked him, I was like, dude, you're so good at reads off the bat, and you don't play out there. How are you so good at it? And it's kind of funny. He actually told me, he said that when he was younger, his dad was coaching high school baseball, so he was always catching pop flies when he was at such a young age from the high school kids. Hitting. So he's, catching fly balls at 6, 7, 8 years old from high school kids. So that's where he said he thinks he just learned it early how to track the ball off the bat and to catch those fly balls. So he's playing really, really good.
Kiz, it's Cole here.
There it is.
There he is. He's here.
Happy summer solstice, by the way.
He's always here.
Summer solstice?
Yeah. How much of an emphasis? Wait, can I ask my question?
I said that in the 7 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
Cole's
Remember, I said I wrote it down.
Charlie doesn't listen to Jim. That's what we just learned.
That's actually true.
How much of an emphasis does your training staff put on sleep and rest, and what kind of a sleep schedule do you keep?
Sleep is tough. When you have a schedule where you're playing night game to day game, travel game to day game, it does get tough to try to maintain a very consistent sleep schedule. And consistency with sleep is probably one of the most important things of trying to go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time. So that's kind of thrown out of whack for baseball players because we have to be pretty flexible with how we get to sleep and wake up. But definitely they try to put an emphasis on making sure you get enough rest. I think try to get as much sleep as you can get, especially like on these tough road stretches. They push the bus times back for us so we don't have to show up quite as early to the ballpark so you can get a little bit more sleep, get a little bit more recovery.
So what's your sense on Ollie? It's been a rough season. There's been ups and downs. Still down. I mean, you guys have a big hole you got to dig out of, but you're trending in the right direction. Are the cops after you at your door right now?
Oh, he's in Baltimore.
I'm outside of a restaurant right now. I got my parents and my grandma and girlfriend inside waiting for me to come in.
Oh, now I feel bad. You're doing this even. Jeez, you are too nice.
And we were late.
It was good timing.
He's in Prince George's County.
Yeah.
I think he might have just robbed a 7-Eleven.
I think he did.
That's a good alibi.
So, to me, what I've seen from Ollie, and he's been under fire, but he seems like he's been the same guy. I know there's only so much you're going to tell us, but give us your honest sense of how Ollie has navigated this season, which has been difficult for all you guys.
Well, and this is kind of what I've been saying about our season from the beginning. And the thing about Major League Baseball is you play 162 games. Why do you play 162? Because that's how many games it takes to find out who the best team is. And I think you said it exactly right. The consistency. He shows up. He's consistent with the preparation. He's consistent with, the attitude and how we're going to try to approach these games because he knows and we know that over the long run of the season, things will even out. So you can't get too high or too low, especially as a manager, when you have a group of people looking to you for direction. You can't get too high and too low on wins and losses early in the season because you know that we have a good team. We're going to play better baseball, and it's just a matter of time before we really get hot and really start getting on some winning stretches, as the season goes.
So does your family listen? Do they stream? When you're on, does anyone ever give you feedback on your association with this fine radio program?
I think my parents do tune in every now and then. I think my girlfriend does too. But, it's just tough, during the workday. It's hard for them to get on and listen all the time.
You're just being nice.
Hey, who's taking care of little Luna when you're gone?
So we usually put her in a place where that boards the animals. But actually, since it's a little bit longer stretch this time with Luna being by herself, I actually got my host family that I lived with in Springfield when I was playing for the Springfield Cardinals.
Yeah.
So their son, well, when I was there, he was just maybe getting in middle school or high school or he was a little bit younger. He's actually graduated high school now. So he's heading off to college. He's trying to make some money. So he's actually doing some dog sitting for people around the Springfield area. So I actually hired him to make the commute and just stay at my apartment and watch Luna for me. So It actually worked out good that, I got somebody in there that I trust to watch Luna, and Luna's making a new friend.
Oh, he's probably going to have a party in there, just so you know.
Hey, that's fine.
It's all good.
Most important question before we let you go. You're in the Maryland, Virginia area. You're going out maybe for a brunch here, a breakfast. What you getting? That eggs Benedict Delmarva with the crab meat? What are you getting?
Oh, baby.
Actually, I don't even know. I haven't even looked at the menu yet. I'm at a place that I like. It's called Founding Farmers. It's one of my favorite places in DC to eat breakfast. So they got a good menu. I'll see what they have on there, and if they got that on there, I'm going to order it.
Right on, man. Go
Enjoy.
eat, dude. Go eat. You got a lot of things coming up here. Have fun in London, and good luck to you, Kiz.
See you, kids.
Sounds good, guys. Thank you.
See you, dude. Andrew Knizner waiting outside, just probably like starving.
That's a
Has
pro.
to get fuel. Needs his fuel. His parents are like, wait, you're waiting on people. They're outside talking on the phone. You want to eat. So he's just the coolest guy in the world.
I couldn't help but notice, Cam, that he seems to get along with his billet family more than you did.
Well, mine were 80 years old, and I was a psychopath. They loved me. They became obsessed. And then, they're a little too weird, and they'd watch me sleep. and it freaked my parents out, and then I got out of there. And my next builds were awesome. I am a balloon. Oh, God, I do feel like a balloon sometimes when I eat a lot. Oh, God.